Greetings and shalom. I hope you are all doing fabulous on this beautiful first day of the week after Shabbat, Sabbath. I am here to share a little bit about Serun's journey. For those of you that don't know what's currently going on, about 2 weeks ago, she had surgery for a twisted stomach and intestines, and we have been nursing her back to health minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, for her to gain full recovery. The video I did previously to this one, which says Sweet Serun, I'll drop the link. That one shares a lot about what we currently we're going through and the surgery itself, so you guys can watch that to get updated and to catch up to speed here. Today, I'd like to share a little bit about what's currently going on in her recovery and how she's doing, the latest things that we've been doing on her and applying to regain her health back to full speed. Okay, so this is a lot, so hopefully you guys will just bear with me on this. I'm keeping it really real. It's not it's just real time here, guys. Last week, on Friday, I had made a decision to pray and ask the Father to take her life or to get her to eat from a bowl. We have decided as a couple, my husband and I, to not syringe feed her anymore. It was causing a lot of stress and a lot of force, and she sensed it, I sensed it, and it just didn't help her health. It kept her alive because she got nourishment, which she would have done anyways, but we felt that the 2-week mark had to come to an end, and we decided to just either hand feed her or put bowls of small portions at a different variety of things for her to eat, so that she would have a way of getting them on her own and not feeling like someone was shoving them down her throat. And at that point, she actually was turning her head from the syringe. She'd walk away when Scott came down with the syringe. She saw it, and she would walk away and not want anything to do with it. So it caused a negative reaction to her when it came to food. And so through much prayer and some counsel, we decided to let her lead. And so far, that's been working okay. We still hand feed her. We've got boiled chicken, some bone broth made from meat, grass-fed. I've got some good, healthy live yogurt, some brown rice. We're getting pumpkin, and some canned salmon that she really took to in the beginning. And so it's just a minute by minute, day by day, hour by hour kind of a thing here at the homestead. And one of the reasons why we decided not to syringe feed her was obviously because it was just creating too much of a negative emotion towards that with her. The other thing is that my husband is going to be going out of town for work, and I felt the need to have Yahuwah make a decision for me, because I just didn't want to be stuck here on the property with dealing with whatever were to happen. And so Father answered my prayer, and she took from a bowl or from my hand. So that's been really good. And she's had about, since Friday, Saturday, Shabbat, and then not quite yet today, about 2 cups of food, like fresh, which is like a lot for her. And she normally doesn't eat until after 3, so we feed her a little bit in the morning. We hand feed her, but she turns her nose, and by 3, 4 o'clock, she starts getting an appetite, which is kind of cool. And that's been a really, really great sign. We have her outdoors now. She's in her pen during the day, and at nighttime, she stays in the house, on her mat, blankets, and so forth to keep her warm. And she has been enjoying being out on the grass. She's been laying in the dirt, which is a natural way for her to ground, and in her own environment, and kind of getting familiar with what the last 2 weeks have been in the house. So that's been kind of neat, back in her own space. And so we, on Friday, I I was an emotional wreck. There was so many things that was happening, and I felt that that was going to be the day. I've actually had a couple of days during this whole journey that I felt was going to be the end, and this past Friday I felt that was one of those days. And there were so many reasons behind it. Um, and so Father answered my prayer and didn't take her life and allowed her to eat. So that is a cool thing. So we are currently right now keeping her on that kind of schedule, and I will show you guys what we're offering her and some of the things that we're doing here. I'll share in a minute. I've had such an amazing support from people that have donated funds to help us with the bill and some of the expenses that we're still currently doing, whether it was food or supplements. I did purchase some probiotics, and the kidney tincture should be here shortly, and we'll get started on those on Monday or Tuesday once it drops into my mailbox, and so that's really good. And we are also sending her frequency music. There's a sister in Yahuwah that shared with me about her dog and how she played these frequency music on YouTube, and it was an amazing response that her dog had. And so there was one for stomach, intestines, liver, pancreas, spleen, all that part of the gut that I play for her every day for an hour. And you know what? I totally get it. And we are frequency, we are light. The Father, when he spoke the world into existence, he used his voice. His voice is a frequency, it's a vibration. And so this is not new to me, and I resonated with it very well. And so I play her the music. We've done some scans on her through another sister that has a special computer technology thing that scans her from a frequency perspective, which has been really kind of cool, and kind of getting her in balance and so forth. And that's been really neat. So we've had some really good reports with that, and some has been off and some has been good, and it's just minute by minute, honestly. But the cool thing that we've done, that like those have been really cool. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not, because they are. Has been Dr. Alfonso Munzo's Aleph and Tav body system, that he has a book that he wrote that I'll drop the link here also for the website, that we've actually been applying on her. Now, he normally does not work on animals from what I know. He does people, right? But I was able to connect with a friend, a sister that lives in Washington, that she's actually used his body system, the Aleph and Tav, on equine horses, and it's had some pretty significant results. And so we've been actually applying the Aleph and Tav body system with Serun, and I will get a picture here at the end of this video and show you which one exactly it's on. It's for the breath of life, and it works on a lot of the systems that are down in her. And actually, I've been benefiting it for myself because my own health has taken a hit, and I've got some things I had to take care of, and the stress of this has really been very weary on me and very weighing on me. And so when I do the body systems on her, I just absorb it myself for what I need for my own health to get back to regain that breath of life that we need. And that is just such confirmation with things that have happened in this past few weeks journey with her and I. And so that's been really cool. And so I do that once a day. It's about an hour. I hold the points for 5 minutes, and it's on all four paws, on her belly button, which I'm not too sure an animal has a belly button, but I do my best to find it. And the Father knows. And on the base of her tail, her tailbone, and on top of her head. So it's about an hour that I do that technique with her, and we listen to frequency music, and I do the points, and I just pray, and I talk to Yah, and it's been a really neat time for me, not just to bond with Serun and to kind of work through that, but also for myself. And obviously time with the Father is just awesome too. So those have been the things that we've been doing currently. And today is Sunday, the first day of the week. We just ended Shabbat. And she actually has gotten up and followed me around the property. She's laid next to me when I've been in the chicken coop. She'll lay like a little bit in the distance while I'm in the coop taking care of the animals or the chickens, and waits for me, and then she'll walk back out and go to her pen. So She hasn't gained a lot of strength to be running around and such, but it's been neat to have her walk the property again, and have that strength to do that. So our goal right now is to encourage her to eat, obviously, and I give her the choice. She leads it. I'm not forcing the hand, and I'm just trusting that the Father has his perfect plan for this thing, and whatever is to outcome, that it's in his care. I would love to be able to have this, honestly, not ended, but, you know, somewhat an uphill swing before we go to Scott, because we're not going to be here, technically. Sort of. Maybe not. I'm not too sure. That might change too. So she is on a slow recovery, and I'm just going to throw this out there, just to say it. If you feel led to donate to Zeffie's Homestead, I'll put my PayPal button at the bottom of this video, and you guys can donate as you choose. And we are right now paying off that very large bill, and then also whatever else she needs and food for the rest of the week. So let's go see how Seruna's doing, and I'll show you her food, and then I want to also show you too my pumpkins in the garden. So let's take a peek. All right. So this is her pen. So we've got it set up right by the front door, or the back door actually. This is her food. I've got yogurt and some rice and some beef and some chicken, and whatever she does not eat by 3 o'clock I give to the chickens. And then I've got her water in here that's got sea salt and some colloidal, and then by 3 or 4 o'clock this evening we will feed her by hand. And so she's got her pads, so those are my flip-flops, and a pillow, and there she is. Hi, Serun. You go say hi. Hey, hello, look at you, mama. Good job. Yeah, she'll be eating here shortly. Outside of her weight, as you can tell, she's dropped tremendously. She's about 108 right now, which is really, really low for her. But we are doing our best to get her back to where she needs to be. Her one paw, I think it's this one. I think there was nerve damage done in her paw, because she's not doing it now, but she was flinching a lot and just not wanting it to be touched. And so I need to get her on some homeopathics for this one, and see if I can get that nerve damage to kind of go away. I'm not putting anything in her mouth right now, not even homeopathics or nothing, because I want her to have a break from all the force feeding that we did. And I say force feeding because there was times we just had to, not knowing if she was going to survive or not. But I'm going to give it some time and then get her used to food again. Someone did mention that because of her surgery and the anesthesia and all the drug that she took, her gut bacteria is completely stripped. So through funding and stuff, we did order some probiotics. I think they're soil-based probiotics. I did order some spirulina that's dog friendly, and also that tincture for the kidney. And then playing her that frequency music for the stomach and the intestines, and then also the Aleph body and other things that we are doing, whether it's through prayer or just spending time with her, you know, giving her lots of love. A lot of these blankets here were donated to our homestead, and she's got a full view of her property here that she can kind of go and hang out. All right, so I'm going to show you. Let me go turn off my water here, because I've got to go water my berries. It's not filling up. Okay, so I'm going to show you my pumpkins, because this is really exciting. Look at this. Remember I told you guys last time that I've got pumpkins. Okay, there's one of them right there. Look at this. Isn't he just gorgeous? He's upside down right now because I want to make sure that that yellow turns to orange. There's another guy over here. These are all going to be my greens. I need to water that here in a minute. And then there's a couple more over here. Look at these guys. Aren't they just wonderful? There's that guy right there, and look at that guy. He is just really big. Look at that. We've got a couple here. This guy here and that guy, and then this guy over here is just massive. Look at this guy. Isn't he just great? Look at that guy. He's just massive. So those are my pumpkins. They're doing quite well. And the tomatoes are doing well. And then I've got here, let's see. I've got these guys too. I've never grown these ones before. They're beautiful. Look at that. Just love that. Tomatoes are doing great. They're starting to ripen. So everything is starting to change in the season and give us what we need the times to come. All right, and then I'm going to show you my new birds. We got some new baby birds about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Let's see. Hey guys. This actually is going to be the quail. I don't think I showed you guys this yet, but this will be our quail. You guys can see that. That's the new quail coop. That's the door that opens here. And then this is going to be their little, my husband built that, my son. Let's see. Little quail coop. And I get my own camera. That was really cool. And there's the quail coop. And then here's my new girls. Hey ladies, there you are. We got like 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 15 new birds. These are all gonna be layers. That's our one rooster. Might be roosters in this crew, but they'll soon enter the large coop and be with the big girls. Let's see everybody sit down. Yeah. Yeah, it's about feeding time here shortly. We need to get her some food. Let's see how she does. I can hear the tummy grumbling. Okay, so that's what's happening here at Zeffie's homestead. And Serun. Did y'all hear that? That is like her stomach. It's a trip. Thank you for joining us, and I will bid you shalom. And I will hopefully be doing another video here in time regarding another update for Serun. But for right now, keep her in your prayers. Good vibes coming her way, right? That come only from the Father, the Creator. And Serun thanks you. I know she feels the love. And we just thank you very much for your support. Alrighty, this is Adriana here at Zeffie's homestead. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. Thank you.